feel like our spending is out of control. I would say out of control. It's higher than it ever has been. It's also a good way to avoid spending money. Do you ever have those moments where you're just sick to death of yourself and your own excuses? Because that's how I'm feeling today. I was planning my reset that I'm filming later this week, and I was looking back at the goals that I set for this month and realized I have let myself down. I've broken the promises I made to myself. And I obviously, it's like such a fine line because I am only 4 months postpartum and like balancing motherhood and work and, you know, like just life. I also know when I'm like not doing the things that I want to be doing, either out of laziness or out of bad habits, and just like not pushing myself. Like the intention is there, I'm just not able to execute, and I know I can, like I have some capacity to do that. This is me just like being so for real. I feel like our spending is out of control. I wouldn't say out of control. It's higher than it ever has been for a multitude of reasons. Obviously we have more expenses now. We have a young baby coming off the back of maternity leave, and just taking time off and just like spending willy-nilly. I just don't want to anymore. I feel like I really need to curb a lot of that habitual spending. I wanted to do a no spend week in June. I just know that's not going to happen if I'm being so for real. And I think I need to have a little stepping stone, if you will. We're going to start with a low spend week this week, and then we can work our way up. I thought I'd bring you guys along for this week. I am just going to do like a normal week in my life vlog and also show you what we spend, and it's going to be a low spend week. We're going to try and spend as little as possible within reason. We have a couple of things coming up this week, like a few social plans, and I have already spent money today, which we'll get to. But otherwise, we're going to keep it as low cost as possible, just to try and curb some of that habitual spending, get ourselves back in the game. Honestly, we just have some really big goals this year, really big financial goals. We want to pay extra off of our mortgage. We have some really big travel plans coming up. We've started speaking with our broker. We actually have a meeting with him tomorrow to discuss like buying a new property, all these things that we want to achieve, and all really exciting things, but we're not going to get there if we're buying a $10 coffee every single day, are we? And I know some people think, oh, it's just $10, but like those little purchases, especially if you're making them multiple times a day, they really add up. That could be like the difference between us buying a house and not to be dramatic, but it's true. Anyway, speaking of coffee and expenses, I did buy a coffee today, naturally. This has probably been my biggest downfall in motherhood, is going out and buying coffee. And I mean, I could be doing crack. So take it or leave it. Yeah, today I spent $13.65 at Scramble. I just got a coffee and a little sweet treat. Also made a Woolies order. That was $126.39. We have some leftover Dinnerly from last week. We didn't have a Dinnerly order come this week. We're just taking like a break in between. I like to kind of break it up every now and then. So that's our weekly groceries sorted. I'd say that's pretty typical for us. Usually a little bit higher. We're just out a couple nights this week. Nick's out Wednesday, and then we're both out Thursday. And then we also had a vet appointment this week. Mabel's seeing a specialist at the moment, and that was $175.24 after our insurance. I've just finished bedtime routine by myself. Charlie boy is down for the night. Why does it feel like the biggest accomplishment of my life whenever I do nighttime routine solo? Meanwhile, this is some women's everyday life. Honestly, take my hat off to anyone that is a single mum. I don't know how you do it, but he actually went down really easily. I've also whipped myself up some dinner. I was just letting it cool. This looks really sad. I promise it's not. I forgot to add the broccolini, so it's looking a little sadder than normal, but this is just a toddler telly pasta dish. One of my go-to quick, easy recipes. It's just light sour cream, peas, broccolini, garlic, and bacon, and it is delish. And it also makes a ton for leftovers. So Nick will have some of this when he gets home from cricket, and then we'll have at least another 2 servings. And that's me done for the day. Happy Monday. I'm gonna go rot on the couch, eat my dinner, and watch the new season of America's Sweethearts. Dallas Cowboys. Such a good show. Tuesday. We have had such a busy day today. Oh my gosh. Luckily on Tuesday afternoons my mother-in-law comes and watches Charlie for a couple of hours so I can smash out some work, but I have so much editing to do, so much content. to create, which is not a bad problem to have. But yeah, I've just been in mum mode this morning, did some gardening, just been trying to like get out and enjoy the sunshine while it's here because it has been such awful weather recently. Yeah, like killed two birds with one stone. Charlie got some outside playtime. He's always so much happier outside. And I did some gardening out the front. Obviously couldn't vlog that for privacy reasons, but felt productive. And then we had a nice little meeting with our broker this afternoon. Got a coffee, which was on him, so free. I actually don't think we've spent any money today, and we probably won't at all, to be honest. Yeah, $0. No spend day, if you will. Definitely was tempted to get a coffee this morning because Charlie was up at like 4:30, ready for the day. He slept a 9-hour stretch, so I really cannot complain, but I was not ready. Not ready to be up, but we made coffee from home. And yeah, our broker bought our second coffee. So wins all round. It was actually a really productive meeting, just like running through our options. Yeah, big things coming. I love having a new hyperfixation and like a new financial goal to work towards. Like once I have something in my mind, I'm very like all or nothing. So I'm excited about this next little project. But yeah, I'm just gonna smash out some work tasks. I have some admin stuff to do, some accounting stuff, or like stuff for my accountant and financial year things, you know. I am also gonna finish off the vlog. I'm still waiting on brand approval, but I'm just gonna have it ready to go in the off chance they approve it in the next couple of hours. Also, I don't think I've showed you guys my little new office setup. Pretty cute, pretty kind of messy at the moment. We have this little built-in desk area at the top of our landing, like the top of the stairs in between the bedrooms. Nick used to work up here, but since having Charlie, he just needs extra privacy, especially with his new job, and so he locks himself in the office. He's actually in there right now, working away, zip tap tapping. That was previously my office, which I still have my stuff in there. Like I can film in there if I need to, but then I like can work out here. Yeah, it's been working well for us. And then Charlie's room's just across over there, which is also a mess right now. You know when the day just escapes you? I had so many things that I wanted to get done this morning. I had cleaning to do and like I wanted to organize. It just hasn't happened, but that's okay. This is the minimalism. Good morning, guys. Happy Wednesday. We are up and at it. Sun is out. It's gonna be a good day. I'm trying to like manifest a good day. It's gonna be a long one because Nick's at work in the office today, and then he has like a work dinner, so I don't think I'll be home till like 9 o'clock tonight. I'm sure I'll manage, but it's just gonna be a long day. Just the two of us. I don't know if anyone else experiences this with their baby. I feel like especially at this age, he is just so much more aware, and I feel like he gets bored so much more easily. By the end of the day, I feel like we're both just sick of each other. He's just like, Mum, I'm sick of seeing your face. I'm like, fair babes. So we're gonna try and keep it fun and fresh. I think we might go to the post office this morning. I am really tempted to go grab a coffee because I feel like I need it. He was up at 5 this morning, but he did a 10.5-hour stretch, so I actually will not complain. I just like need to get out of the house. I actually have a couple of errands to run, some things to pick up. I packed away all his 3-0 clothes last week, and I feel like I'm seeing gaps in his wardrobe, so we need a couple of 2-0 things. I also have like completely lost my slick back hairbrush, so I need to pick one up from Kmart. And then just a couple of things. Nick needs some deodorant. We need some oats and some butter, really random, that I just forgot to order when I did the groceries. Yeah. You'll always be my baby, just heavy as a hold. You'll always be my beginning, but a comfort that feels old. You'll always be my happy place, more than you'll ever know. You'll always be there with me, even when your hand lets go. Yeah, you're never gonna let go though, are you? You're never gonna let go. Am I gonna be toxic boy mum right now? I think so. You'll always be my reason, even when I'm grey and old. You'll always be my baby. Charlie. Good morning, you guys, and happy Saturday. We are up and at it. I think the only thing we spent money on this morning was coffee, so doing well.
And we got double for the price of one.
Yeah, they came out with, they thought they made our coffees wrong, so they came and brought us, so basically it was free, is what you're saying.
They basically paid us to drink it, if you think about it that way.
But we've just spent the morning looking at some open homes, which is exciting. I mean, that's one way to spend a lot of money. That would make it a very high spend week. I did think that when you said that. Let's spend week, but let's come look at really expensive houses. I feel like this is a good, fun, free activity. It's really more exciting when you like are actually in the market, but it is fun.
Have you ever done that? Like looked when you're not actually looking?
Yeah, all the time.
Really?
I love going to open homes. I love going to display homes.
Yeah, they're good. Yeah, I love this.
I just feel like you get a lot of inspiration from looking, and I'm also just like a nosy Nelly. But we went back and looked at the one that we saw last week. I thought someone behind us, it's just my hair. And we really, really like it, so we'll see. Just feel like the market is hectic.
We're just not getting attached to it because
we can't get attached to it.
That's when you make bad decisions.
Exactly. And like we are in such a fortunate position where we're not desperate, we're in no rush. Our house is beautiful, it's perfect. We're just like thinking towards the future and like making financial decisions and investments. But yeah, that's how we're spending our Saturday. We have a bit of time in between this one that we just saw and the next one. I can't really vlog, like the first one we actually really like, so I don't want to vlog it just in case we do happen to buy it. The second one, the person had all their stuff in there, but maybe I'll get some clips of this one if we don't like it. Like if we know we're not going to put it on offer.
So if you pull the camera out, I know to stop.
Tonight might be one of the most ideal Saturday nights I've had in a very long time. It is the showdown tonight, so Nick's watching the footy with the boys. I'm just at home. Obviously Charlie's here in bed. Got him up on the couch. He's been rolling around a lot tonight. Every time I look at the baby monitor, he's like moving. I'm like, are you okay? He stayed asleep though, touch wood. But I've just been doing some travel planning. As I've mentioned, we're doing a big overseas trip later this year. It's like quite extensive. We're gone for like a good chunk of time, so lots of things to iron out, lots of details. This is literally my favorite thing ever. I used to work as a travel agent before I did content creation full time, so I love it. Like I love planning holidays so much. It's fun planning it for other people, like that was such a fun job, but like when it's your own, it's obviously, you know, that little bit more exciting. Honestly, I find like the planning process probably not as exciting as like actually experiencing it firsthand, but like I've always been this way. Like I've always had such a big imagination. Like as a kid, I would fall asleep imagining things. Like I would imagine I was like a mum in my house and like go through the day from morning to night. Like why did no one else do that? And so when I'm planning a holiday, like I'm imagining myself there. I'm like picturing our day, like the daily itinerary, and I'm a very like detail orientated person as well. So I'm like planning where we're gonna go for lunch, and I'm like looking at the menu, like stuff that actually doesn't matter. And it's not like I'm so highly strung that when we're on these trips and we deviate from our planned itinerary, I'm like, oh my gosh, stick to the plan. I'm not like that at all. Like I'm a chill girl. When I'm actually on the trip, it's like very go with the flow, but I don't know, I just love the planning process and just like envisioning this trip and like pouring so much into it. Anyway, I've been having the best time. I also updated my budget, so I thought we could do a little budget check-in, see where we're sitting at. As I said, this was going to be a low spend week. I did end up getting coffee on Wednesday because it was a day, let me tell you. Nick was out all day from like 8 o'clock and I think he got home to like almost 10. It was a rough parenting day and I just needed to get out of the house. So that was $7.08. And then Nick had a work thing on. He paid for parking, which was $31 for the day because he was out late. And then he spent $18.21 for a work lunch. Thursday is usually the day I meet up with my mother's group. We normally go to baby rhyme time and then coffee after. So I spent $15.70 on that. I picked up a hairbrush from Kmart, which was $6, and spent $23.48 on a couple things from Terry by Chemist, just some like Bonjela for Charlie and some baby Panadol. Also had to order new dog food, which was $150. And then Thursday night we went out for wings with our friends, which was actually quite cheap, honestly. We got so many, I think it was like 6 kilos of wings between us. Being new parents, we don't get to see our friends as much as we probably used. Actually, now I'm saying that, maybe not. I feel like it's more of an effort. Like we actually have to go out of our way to see them and like maintain those friendships. Not that it's a chore. I'm making it sound like it's an obligation. It's not. Like I don't know. I know anyone that's a new parent, I'm sure you can understand. You just have to be a little bit more intentional with it and prioritize those relationships, even if you maybe don't feel like it, if you had a rough night. I was actually exhausted on Thursday because it had just been such a week. I was like, oh, I don't know if it, but you never regret it. You never regret it. It was so nice to see them and just like hang out as a group. 2 charges came out from Adelaide Metro, $9.10 for one and $5.20 for the other. And then yeah, just this morning we got coffee, which was $13.14. So all in all, not too shabby. Anyway, I'm gonna finish off the night with some planning. I have a really busy week next week. A couple of fun work things. We're actually off to Sydney, Nick, Charlie and I, just for like the night. Oh my god. Is that my husband or not? Oh my god, I thought it was someone actually breaking in. It's just Nick. My self-preservation skills. I thought you were breaking in. And I was just like...
That's alright,
I was like, where was that man fumbling around? And I didn't realise you were on your way home.
Oh, sorry.
I was like, oh my god, and I didn't do anything, I just fell. Did they lose?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
That's alright.
Done filming my July reset. Hair is immediately up, which is such a shame because it actually looks quite good, but I just cannot, like, there is something, especially postpartum, something about having my hair in my face, especially breastfeeding. It's just so overstimulating and he's like grabbing it. I'm already losing hair like no tomorrow. I really thought I was out of the woods in that regard with like postpartum hair loss, but no. It got me good. I'm lucky that my hair has always been on the thicker side and it really thickened up even more during pregnancy, so I feel like I'm just losing what I gained, but it's still like this. What is this? Oh, anyway, probably doesn't help that I like chuck my hair back every chance I get. Probably not the best for my hair, but as I said, hair down, overstimulating. I just got done filming, which feels really good. I filmed like the budget portion and then I'll film the rest either like later tonight or tomorrow. I've been doing my resets more vlog style, which I really enjoyed, and I find them so much easier to do that way and just like a bit more fun. And you guys really seem to be enjoying them, so that'll be up, I think, in a couple of days by the time you guys are watching this. I smashed out a couple of voiceovers for some content. So I'm feeling really good. Charlie's just busy on his playmat, playing away by himself. So I'm going to take this opportunity, this little smidge of time, to do a bit of a cleanup. I am so much more aware of my surroundings. Again, postpartum, like it's just so transformative. I've always been that way though. Like my headspace is so directly impacted by my environment. Clear space equals clear mind. We're gonna do a little tidy up, try and get as much done as I can before he loses it. This is also a good way to avoid spending money. I find I will often spend money, especially on the weekends, because I'm like procrastinating something that I should be doing, like a boring task like gardening or cleaning, or like maybe something work related that I don't really want to do. I like find ways to get out the house and inevitably spend money. So it's a good way to stay indoors, not spend money, and also be productive. So we're going to start with the dining table. This has become our dumping ground the last few months and I'm sick of it. I want to clear everything off and then not put a single thing back on. Easy peasy, isn't it? Easy peasy, you very smiley boy. Really? That's kind of crazy. This is me not wanting to part ways with the lounger because I feel like that just signifies the end of the newborn days. I mean, he technically could still go in this, but he just doesn't. Like, we just don't reach for it anymore. We used it so much when he was first born, like the first few months, but now he's just too long for it. He's a long boy and he's like rolling. I'm scared he's gonna roll out. So it's time to put it away. Yeah. Okay, the results are in. It's time to do a roundup. Also, this lip balm, I think I got this maybe in PR. It's the Mary Badescu lip mask, the acai and vanilla one. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Obsessed with this. It's so hydrating and like the perfect balm. It's sweet without being overpoweringly sweet. Obsessed. It's so cold here and so dry. I'm lathering myself in that. Anyway, time for a final roundup on our attempted low spend week. I'd say overall we did a pretty good job. There was something that's just simply out of our control, like obviously groceries, vet bills, chemists, dog food, like essentials. In total this week we spent $687.80, and of that $525.26 was needs. So things that were just like unavoidable. And then we spent $162.54 on wants. So I'd say in that category, it was relatively low spend. Not a total no spend week, but I knew that going into it. We already had Thursday night dinner with our friends planned. I had a mother's group, and then everything else was basically just like a few odd coffees here and there. I would still love to lower our coffee spending down a little bit. We've actually been much better about it this week. I think since we started looking at houses, it's just given us like an extra focus and something to work towards. And we're like, oh, you know what? We don't need to spend $10 on coffee today. We can make it from home. We have a perfectly wonderful coffee machine that makes incredible coffee. Let's make it from home today. And so I don't think we've bought coffee out at all this week. I mean, it's Tuesday. Good job, Ella. Wow, you're so brave. Anyway, that was our total spend this week. I'm going to wrap up this video here so I can finish editing and get it up tonight for you guys. I have such a fun week coming up next week. A lot of like social media stuff, work stuff if you will. So I'm excited to bring you guys along for that. And then of course my July reset will be up in the next couple of days. I love you guys so much. Thank you for spending the week with me, and I'll see you very, very soon for another video. Bye guys.